GingerGM.
Hello, and first thing I've got to say is, yay, 2700, baby. So, as you can see, I'm starting on 2700, so I'm going to play some blitz. Can I maintain 2700? Can I get nearer to 2800? Now, normally, whenever I go over 2700, which is quite rare for me, I've only done it on a couple of occasions, on chess.com. As soon as I do a video, it goes, the pressure just gets to me. I start shaking and freaking out. So we're gonna see. I'm just searching for a game now, what my rating can slide to. No, not slide to, get to. You know, again, it's boiling in here at the moment. So I'm actually from the office. I've got the window open, so if you hear like traffic going by, I apologize. Come on, people, why don't you want to play me? Come on, I'm searching. And at the house I've just moved to, it's quite funny actually, because, well, not funny, but it's been like some of the hottest days ever in England. And because of Charlie the cat, we've had to keep all the windows closed, because if you open a window, he will try to escape. We have a game. So it's, I mean, I've only just brought a fan, so I think I've lost about 2 stone. Okay, so let's go for my new opening. Now, this is something I've been experimenting with this move order. And the idea is to now go into Jabava London system and, you know, transpose into one of the lines that I talk about on that E4 might possible as well on that DVD. So that's this move order and why I play it. Okay, so now, as we know in the Jabava London system, if I'm allowed to play knight b5, I should gain a good position, because this knight kills these 2 pieces, and this is a common trick in the Jabava London system, and I should now have a slight but steady advantage. Now, this is one way that I've seen people play, and maybe I should have gone knight e5 straight away. And the idea is to try to win the pawn over here, but it does take quite a lot of time. So I have 2 ways of doing this. I can either try to hold on to the pawn, or I can go super aggressive. And I think you already know. You think you already know what I'm going to do. I mean, Queen A4 there was a perfectly good move, but this is much more to the point. Now, do I take with the bishop, or do I even keep pushing? Let's take with the bishop, because of course I want to play H5 and open up my opponent's king to Maximus, and I have to. This is quite a tense game, because if I lose, goodbye 2700, and we all know what I'm like in the first game. You know why, I don't know, but okay. So this is a bit tense. I want to get, you know, if I got to 2800, oh my words, you know, you'd hear the celebrations ringing around Godalming. You know, Godalming would be, everyone would be like, yay. Well, maybe not, but yay, Simon's done it. Okay, well, of course here I don't want to swap queens off. Maybe this one. So I have some ideas here, and of course my idea is just to go H5 using my best pawn friend Harry. Can we use him now? I feel like we might be able to, and I want to get this rook over here, so I might even castle queenside in some positions. And of course I'm just going for a big attack. I could have maybe done some knight takes pawn there and won a pawn, but I don't want a pawn, I want that thing there. You know why? Because checkmate ends the game. I want the king. So okay, so if he takes here, I think I'm just going to castle queenside and get my last piece, which is this guy, into the attack. Okay, so my opponent's not doing that. He's trying to get rid of one of my attacking pieces. Okay, so that's a much better move from my opponent, and I think I will. Well, if I castle, can he open up the A file? Do I put my king somewhere else? I think I'm going to go for this anyway. It's a very double-edged position. This was an annoying move. This was a good move my opponent played. Now I can take here. Oh shit, can he go G5? Have I just fallen into that? What a annoying move. Okay, well, it's not game over, but I should have just taken on G6 there. I mean, why did I castle first? I wanted everything from the position, and I could have just taken on G6 and just, you know, got my knight into a good square. That was okay, but let's not let it affect me too much, because if he takes, my queen can come back, and I've still got this attack here. So it's not bad still. It's still okay. So queen g2 looks normal. Can I do anything really clever like pawn takes pawn? No, this looks very sensible to me. Keeping the pin, and I still want to get my last piece into the attack, and he's got to be very careful still here in this position. It's quite scary for him. I'm threatening just to take here and go rook h8, and I've got again all my pieces are enjoying themselves. Now if he goes queen g5 trying to swap off, yeah, maybe he has to. I feel like this is still very dangerous to him, because if he plays king takes, which he has done, doesn't this win a piece? This feels like it should win a piece somehow. So takes is a good move. Do I have anything better? Takes. I'm going to go for the simple move because the time's getting a little bit low in the position. Now even rook takes here might be okay going for this one, and I think I'm pretty okay at maths, but you know, counting is still, you know, not my strong point when I'm playing. As you probably realize, I'm not very good at counting pawns, but even I can tell that I'm a pawn up here. So okay, and my rook's very active, so this is looking very good, and I'm up on time. What can possibly go wrong? Well, if you've seen any of my games, quite a lot can go wrong. Okay, so this is even better now because I think I can exchange one pair of rooks, and that will simplify into what must be a very easily winning position with Barry. Hello Barry, come on, come on. Okay, he wants a rematch. Let's go, let's go. 27-11. You know, I'm rolling. Can we get to what are we aiming for? 27-50s? 50s? Okay, well, I think I'm going to play the stone wall, because after I've just finished the chessboard course, 20 hours of videos, can you Adam and Eve it? And one thing I found in that is when the knight's on c3, the stone wall is quite a good system to play, but it's a bit positional, this one. And I think the chessboard course will be released, dare I say it, like in no time whatsoever. So in a day or two. So yeah, I mean, it's September the 2nd, I think, is the release date. So get yourself a copy of that. It's the most comprehensive ever thing on the Dutch ever, if that makes any ever sense. Okay, so this is not maybe as much fun as I'd wanted, but my position doesn't seem so bad. This is a typical maneuver in the French defense and Dutch. Get that bishop outside of your pawns because it is really bad. Okay, well, I'm very happily take that one off, because now I'm going to have some targets on the king side to attack. And you know what? I love having targets to attack on the king side. So do we dive in or do we go back? I'm going to go here. This looks like the most fun move. Now, can I go queen here? Takes. No, we probably have to go back here. And I'm going to try. Maybe I'll do it now. Why the hell not? Let's just go g5 and open up some areas over here. Okay, well, he might go rook here then. No, he didn't do that. Okay, so let's just line it up. And of course, my next plan is to get the king here, the rook here, and my knight coming in here. All my pieces want to be rolling. Okay, so I don't think that's a very good square for his queen, because as I stated before, why did he put it there? If I miss something, one of my ideas is to come in here anyway. So let's get all my pieces on the right squares. Maybe rook a2 was more accurate there, because then this was a real threat. You can go rook a1 in this position. He hasn't, so I'll take the opportunity to use that rook. And if you look at my pieces, all my pieces are finding some nice squares. Now I could go here and target that pawn, or this one first. Makes a lot of sense as well. But it's not easy to break through. I'm trying to think of how I'm going to break through in this position. This one is coming, maybe. Okay. Now, why is that screen going funny? It looks like I should have some tactics now getting near. I can't see him. Rook takes here. Nope. Knight here. Okay, knight here looks like a good start, because if he takes, I can go pawn takes and knight f3. One of my monitors has just decided to mess up, which would have been winning. And this is, do I have any beautiful checkmates here? Well, I can't see a beautiful checkmate, so I will just eliminate that pawn. And this is looking very good for me again. This position, all my pieces have come into play, and I'm doing very well on the king side here. If he'd have gone bishop takes, I think he would have been okay. So he's trying to complicate matters, and of course I didn't necessarily see that one. Well, I didn't see it. So we take there with check, and I don't really want to allow his queen into the position. So he's going to take here though. Aha, so rook takes here, and he's threatening all these ones. That's scary. Bollocks. Excuse my French. How did he manage that? How did he manage that? My position should have been okay. That bloody monitor flickering on off, doing my head in. You need full concentration in these situations. Okay, come on, Simon. Why can't you not work this position out? You should be able to work this out. Okay. I'm going to turn that monitor around. It's doing my nogging in. So rook takes bishop. Oh, God. I'm not quick enough. I'm not quick enough here, which is very annoying. And he's found it. Yeah, I mean, this is so annoying. Oh, my God. I mean, I can't see it. I can't see what I'm doing here. He's found a very tricky defense. I've got knight here, but then this check down here, and I've messed this up. I blame it on the monitor doing its funny things, and now this is a problem. I got too many threats to. What can I have done there? That was really annoying. I should have. Okay, I'm gonna have a quick look there. I'm sure I'm winning. Monitor, stop it. You know when something next to you just starts flashing. That's what I blame it on. Okay, I'm still over 2700. Queen 8. What h6? What's he going on about? Yes, he's saying if I go h6 here, queen takes h6. Yes, thank you for pointing out that amazingly simple tactic that even a 12-year-old could spot. Actually, 12-year-olds are pretty good. I want to just see what I missed there, because I should have been winning very easily. And sometimes it's quite annoying. I just wasn't, this is why I'm missing a bit of my sharpness at the moment. So my accuracy, look, my accuracy was very high. I even got a brilliant move there. Oh, you can't see it, can you? Let me just whack this on so you can see. What it's saying. The game slipped through your fingers. Yeah, I know it slipped through my bloody fingers. Don't troll me. Thank you very much. Okay, so now where did I go wrong? Now around here I took on knight h5 is best. I took on g1. I could have played rook takes e2. This still didn't seem too bad, and this is where I really messed up. Oh, you're really doing my head in. I'm just going to fix this. I'm just going to unplug it if it does any more of its funny games. Get out of my vision. So what should I have played here? So rook e2 was maybe the losing move, which is a bit peculiar. But I should have played knight on e to g2. I was thinking about that, this move, to block things up. But let's see, what did I miss? Check. Then here. Okay. What am I missing here? Do I take on g2? Okay, and now queen takes g2, and I just play rook check. Yes, and that would have been winning. Okay, no worries. So we will. That was annoying. Okay, I missed that, but it wasn't such an easy. He made it as tricky as he could, didn't he? There. So okay, we're in with this guy. I played quite a lot. Let me just get rid of this thing now, so you can see the other thing. And I generally had quite a good score against this guy. Go away, screen. Monitor problems. Okay, so I really, again, I'd like to get to 2720 if we're going to keep going up. So I'm going to stick with my normal Dutch plan, and I love playing the Dutch against the English. I really do. I get this line. I've had so much success with this simple checkmating idea: bishop h3, knight g5, and eventually checkmate on h2. If you've brought any of my Dutch products, you will see how effective this plan can be. I've talked about it loads. I talk about it more in my latest course, Chessable, and it really can be quite scary. You know, it's pretty straightforward attacking idea. F4, you know, we sack a pawn, we get our bishop into one of these two squares. Generally, this is quite a good square because this pin is very annoying for my opponent. At some point, he probably has to play h3 to give a pawn back, which is done immediately. And now he can try bringing his knight in. This kind of thing I've had multiple times before, but I think it's a little bit better for black. He's probably found one of the best defenses because my activity is very good and his king's just a little bit weak, so I've got rid of this major defender. So let's stick with normal developing moves, and nothing wrong with pressurizing a backwards pawn. His idea is to take and put a knight here, I suppose, and I might have to change to some positional play now. And he's got to go here, so I want to get rid of this knight because then my positional idea is just to home in on this weakness on this square. Now if he takes the bishop, pawn takes looks quite risky. Okay, he's taken that one. That surprises me. And I could now take here, but would he actually grab that pawn? Maybe, so I'm just going to stop him doing that. So I don't think he can defend this one anyway. So, oh, he can do something annoying like queen over here. I suppose then rook f5 is going to be good for me. Queen over here, if I take, he takes on e5. Something like that maybe. I mean, I've also got a little check here in some positions, followed by coming down here. But let's keep it nice and simple for now. A pawn is a pawn after all, so now I've got a pawn up, and not so easy because his king has this square, which I've just realized. This is quite annoying because he's got a very good central square for his king, and be full compensation actually. I mean, funnily enough, he might have pretty good compensation for the pawn here, because my pawn is not very active as such either. Okay, well, let's give myself a potential to get a passed pawn, and now he's closing it down over here. That's strange. I know he put my pawns on dark squares, but he's made his rook a lot worse now. So okay, interesting, because if he goes here he does have this sack, but he hasn't even gone for that. So interesting decision from my opponent. I don't know if that's right, but he's got a nice hold on the light squares. I don't think I'd have blocked things up if I was him, but he's okay. This is his plan. I see his plan is to come here, so maybe I should go here to try and force a4, and now I have to try and create this counterplay with my passed pawn. And as soon as I do that, yeah, well, I think we've got to get this passed pawn going and try to now get my rook behind the passed pawn. Makes a lot of sense. Now if I go rook here, I'm just going to play sensible moves, still have the extra pawn. Okay, shit, I missed that one. His king has come even further into my position. That's annoying. That scares me a little bit, that move. Didn't really want to allow that one, did I? Okay, yeah, this is not so easy at all. What about this? This is... How is this working out? My h-pawn looks really quick, but his c-pawn's quite quick as well. So let's have a look. How is this working? Should be working well, yeah? But is it working enough for me to win? Don't know. Because look at that. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, that pawn is... I can't stop it. Here, takes, here, takes, here, and I'm certainly not better there, am I? Jesus, am I actually worse here? I think that would be a bit unfair if I was worse in this position. I don't think I can be worse, but there was a lot of lines where I could be worse. I think he's managed to grovel out this one. You can play for a win there by taking that pawn as well, but I mean, he doesn't deserve to be better here, does he? Should I go for a win? Okay, let's go for the win. We're allowed to have that pawn. We check, and we'll keep some tension. Well, I say go for a win. Of course, he's always got a draw, but I'm obviously playing quite a risky line here. You know, he can just take that one. Why is he? He can just take this pawn. He likes checking, doesn't he? Check me out with my checks. Oh, come on, man. I had enough of this. Surely there's a draw soon. Okay, that was getting a bit like, oh, you know, just go around in circles. Yeah, I should have been winning that, but that was quite weird. His pawn very advanced there, wasn't it? So a little bit shocking. Have you sorted yourself out, screen? You have. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this opening, which, like I said, I've had quite a lot of success with. And the idea of this is now to go into a Jabava-London system, and with bishop f4 we transpose into a line there. Except the knight is on this square, but it seems like quite an interesting way to play, because you've always got ideas of sacrificing this pawn and gaining the attack. I mean, you can also play this line with an early pawn there immediately, but I think this is a nice simple way of doing. The bishop is generally better on this square compared to d3 in these lines, and now knight e5 becomes the main follow-up point. And one thing I'm quite happy about myself is that, you know, I was certainly no expert in the Jabava-London system until I started studying it for this DVD. But now, the more I'm playing it, and this is something you guys should do at home, the more I'm understanding it, and the more I am becoming an expert in the positions. Okay, so I say that, and this might be equal because he is going to take here, which is a bit annoying, and try to swap the queens off. So we're not going to get another ending, are we? Well, I can't really see much of a way to stop this when we both have weak pawns. Should be roughly even, I suppose, this ending. Okay, let's go for it. Let's see how this. So this guy is a lesson in endings with this guy, isn't it? Now I'm thinking I've gone here because I actually want to get my king to c3. This is where I'm trying to get my king to this square. Well done, Simon. You got your king to that square. Now you're probably worse. Congratulations. Congratulations. And this check is really annoying. Ah, dear. Yes, I'm worse. So, that was a bad idea, wasn't it? Could be losing those rating points. Okay, yeah, this check is the annoying one. And we go a pawn down now. So, gonna have to start fighting hard here. Luckily, my last move, yes, he has put all my pawns on light squares now, which means they're a target to his bishop, but there are still a pair of rooks on the board, and luckily his rook with my move c4, and now b4, I've taken away the squares for his rook, so I have some compensation because of his rook. That is a very bad piece at the moment, but maybe not enough because he's found a way to get that guy back in the game. Yeah, this is bad news. f5 is a good move. I can't get my own rook in the game, unfortunately. And now he can improve his king as well. So this is yeah, this is not a fun position to have at all. My one hope is that somehow I can get my rook into the game, as I'm going to try to do now, just in the time to create enough play to create some kind of pass pawn. The one thing about rook endings is, rather than sit passive, if you have the opportunity, and I might still be losing here because he's probably winning this one, but if you have the opportunity, even if you have to give up a pawn or two, you should always strive for an active rook. And that's something I've managed to do here. So I have some chance now, especially the way he's playing it, of holding or maybe even winning this position, because I managed to get my rook active rather than defending passively. Problem with defending passively is simply that your opponent can improve his position slowly but surely. And when you defend actively, as I'm trying to do here, your opponent has now many more ways to go wrong. Now I'm thinking I'm trying to win this position now, because you can obviously get the draw, but that's quite risky. They're E3, and I could end up losing. So I think I might, unless I can see a way to try and win. There, check there, check there, there. Well, let's try coming this way. See if that helps. Come towards his pawns. That is one thing I can try to do. Let's try to win. Let's try to win. None of this messing about. Let's now, because I've got the H pawn as well, and the H pawn will now be pushed. Got to try to win, haven't you? You have to try and win. Now I need to stop this guy. If I can stop this guy, it's looking very good for me. It's all about that active rook. My rook has become extremely active. Okay, he's got check and rook here. No, he hasn't, because I can come here and defend against the rook coming to this square. And now I queen both pawns. Why not? 2 queens is better than 1. And I'm up on time, so we got him. We got him. Yes. That was a tough little ending, that, but you know, it's funny enough, I know a lot of people assume that my endings are quite bad because I try to play tactical games, but actually my endings are pretty good. And I think, you know, for those of you out there saying, oh, you know, I just want to play attacking chess and so forth. Well, yeah, I mean, we all, you know, I do anyway. I love playing attacking chess, and I'm not really so keen on slow maneuvering games, but, and there's a big but, and the big but is, if you want to become a better player, then you have to basically be able to play all different types of positions, not just attacking sacrifices. This guy seems to have some problems with the internet. Oh yes, we're going to throw Harry at him now, no doubt about that. See, this is more fun. Oh, look at Harry go. Look at him, he had a great little ride there. And what should we go for now? How about this plan? I've never tried this one out, but because he's behind development, we can give it a go, I feel. Maybe leading some interesting positions here. Let's see, quite a unique position. I'm going to try to play pawn here, and then maybe even pawn e6. This reminds me of some other variations. This is my key idea. Let's get this pawn going, because my queen is lined up against here. Oh, he's going to put his knight back, but his king is now a little bit funny, no? And that seems like a natural square to put my knight. So we're going to aiming for that. Of course, he would love to get the queens off because his king is in more danger. And maybe I should just swap them off. It's not such a silly thing to do. I don't really want to in this game because my knight looks so funky. But he is going to go here. I mean, sometimes you just have to play the best moves. No, I'm gonna keep the queens on. Maybe I should swap them off. I don't know, but let's keep them on because he's got a check here. Really? Does that really work? It's only one check. No, don't see how this helps him. Now I can put my knight back, but my king can come here. Okay, I'm gonna put my knight on e2. Let's do that. Yeah, he has bishop here, so he's sacked a piece for a little bit of initiative, but I don't really believe it. I've got rook h2 here, and his queen could be in trouble. So let's do that one. Gaining a tempo. And now this strikes me as a very nice square, because I have knight here, and I also have knight d4, but which one do I go to? Knight here. I'm going to keep it, try to keep some centralization. And he's going for tactics. Okay. He is going for tactics, isn't he? Fair play to the guy. Am I worried? No, I think everything's still under control. I'd love to get my bishop to b2. Okay, so I do want to exchange off. But he is also, he's being very annoying here. He's finding some good attacking ideas to keep his little initiative going. Because my pieces aren't very well placed, are they? Yeah. He's found a good little line, because now he's got this check, which is scary. Okay, I'm going to let him have it. Could I be losing? Could I be going below 2700 again? No, this doesn't work. So yeah, he's actually well, I have to give credit to this guy, because even though I don't believe his sacrifice, he's found ways to keep the initiative going, and a lot of people can't do that. They, you know, when they're attacking, it fades away, and sometimes it should fade away. But look at this, he's finding some fantastic ideas. Okay, so well, we're going to keep playing for a win, I think, anyway. Are we? It's only a check. Okay, let's see what he does first, because I'm down on time. I want to go b3, right? I think. Oh, so he wants to go here, check now. Yeah, I can see what he's trying to do, yeah? And if here... Okay. Right, I'll give him this check, but I've got to avoid... Yeah, he's playing some good moves, yeah? He's playing some good moves. Oh, I had knight check getting the queens off there as well. Oh, my words. This is really tough position with the time I have left. Now I'm threatening a knight check, but he can move his rook. So rook here, but then I come in with at least a draw. Probably be winning somehow if he does that one. Okay. Oh shit, the queen. Why didn't I check first? Oh no, what an idiot. I mean, that was just crazy. I could have just checked on e7, completely winning there. If I just check on... Oh, that was madness. Madness. Look at this. So he plays rook takes, and I played well up to this point, and queen check was my idea all along. Okay, well, we'll play again. We're playing till I lose another game. Let's hope it's not this one. Okay, come on. Let's come back bigger and better now. Now, I hate playing against c3 Sicilian. I always play this move, but I'm never sure what to do after queen b3, which is theory, I'm sure. I never know what to do here. I always like, maybe I should have learned some theory in this position at some point. And I have got crushed in this position there on multiple occasions, I have to say. Can I take that one? I've got to learn this line. I've got to learn. Okay, I'm going to put this on the computer afterwards. It seems like he knows what he's doing here. It's probably all theory, this, you know. That's the sick thing about this position. It probably is all theory. Well, of course it's all theory, but it's all theory I'm not aware of. Okay, I'm going to give my king a square. And this is the thing with openings, you know, you've got, I mean, it's silly that I keep playing this line and I haven't learned the theory yet. I should have learned the theory at some point, because I keep going into it. It's crazy. This check now is actually quite annoying. Maybe I have to go... Okay, I can move my king back. My idea, I want to go king f7. Yeah, well, he's played it. It's annoying. I want to get my king to f7. So bishop e7 and king here. This is what I'm trying to do. But at the moment, obviously, I've got a little bit of discombobulation with my pieces. But if I can survive, then I've got a better pawn structure here. So if I can combobulate, is that a word? If I can combobulate my pieces, then I get a bit of pawn structure. So okay. So we're playing. I am Russian. I am okay. So I'll continue with my plan. This has to be right, and he might well win a pawn here in this position. He hasn't gone for that, so I'm hoping something nasty doesn't happen to me here. because again I'm a little bit afraid because my pieces are not so well placed. It's the kind of position I'd actually like to get the queens off again, because pawn structure. So maybe I can take here and put the queen on that square, which is stopped. So what about this move though? Because I have rook b6 to defend, or queen b6. I did say I want to get the queens off. Which one's better? Maybe we'll go for this instead, forcing the queens off the board. And I have a very nice knight now, so I'm starting to think I've got a better position here. If he takes here, I'll go rook to this square. So this is looking quite pleasant. I'll kick that one away even more. And okay, I've even got better development now. It's just amazing how this position has turned for me. I don't want to take there, but I could have taken there as well and put the rook in. But it would have sorted his pawn structure out. Okay. Is that correct? I'm not sure if that was the correct way to play. No. It wasn't the correct way to play, Simon. That was silly. Because now he takes here, and his pawn structure becomes a lot better. And he does, yeah, that was silly. His bishop was quite bad, and his knight, I think, is a good piece now. I can never move it from this square. So I prefer his chances actually in this ending. You could say strangely enough, but his knight is very good. Not all bad though, not all bad. Maybe I should be changing these guys off. He can get a pass pawn over here, but oh, it's okay. My king's very active as well. Okay, so do I swap off, or do we? No, I'll keep them on for the time being. Keep them on for the time being. And again, in endings, you kind of want to push where you have the pawn majority often. And I think I'm going to have to now swap the rooks off because his rook is more active. Just to defend my bishop against any tactical ideas. And I'm probably... Okay, so he's finding another square. Knight. So I'm going to step out the way of that. Now he wants to swap it off. Okay, his time is quite low. And right, we'll do this. We will do this. The problem making these exchanges, I haven't got a pass pawn, but the reason I've done it is because my king is very active. Let's not allow that check. And I want to now... Why did I go there? That was crazy. I wanted to check here. This is what I'm trying to do. And slowly push him. This is the... Okay, that was all right. So I got a little bit in the zone there at the end, just for the ending, but I think that ending was all right. Again, my king became very active, and that seemed to do the job. I'm going to play an old gambit line now. I think we got to try to finish with some tactics. Now, this is an idea I came up with when I was about 14 years old. It's actually an old... I think I saw one game of Marshalls or something, and I think now, how about we go for, okay, look at this for a bit of fun. We've had enough endings. I've had enough bloody endings. Let's go for some craziness. And the idea here is I played this once against Blair Connell. You must know Blair in a match, and the idea is if he takes the knight, I'm going to get a rook here, if he takes this knight, I'm going to get a rook here. And I'm just going for super... I'm trying to play like Morphy, basically. You know, let's just play like Morphy. You know, enough endings. Endings. No more. No more endings. No more endings anymore. Okay, so if he takes here, I will take and castle. If he takes here, I will take here and castle. Yeah, let's just, you know, this is fun. It's got him thinking anyway, yeah? So, actually, what have we got now? Oh yeah, I've got, this will have to be the last game, so we better end on a high, because I've got a little Skype meeting in 5 minutes actually. So, better get ready for that one. So, okay, right, let's take there. We don't want him to castle, and we want to go forwards in life, not backwards, so we'll go there. I realize he can win a piece now. Okay, so do we keep going forwards in life, or do we go here? Let's go here, because I've got a nasty little threat of checkmate on f7, and it was very hard for my opponent to stop that one. So now this seems to me that I should be winning here. I'm going to keep going forwards, and this is looking very good. Very, very good. Now he has to try queen b6. When do I take with the queen? I think I do, because I've got this one and he can't take here because of checkmate on this square, f7. And well, okay, he's swapping off, but I do have quite a lot of extra material here, so let's just try to take some things off. It'd be lovely to end over 2700, the first time ever I've started and ended. Oh, this is a momentous occasion. Momentous. If I can, okay, don't get above your self, Williams. Yes, certainly don't get above yourself, because he's going to win this knight now, isn't he? Yes, I'm getting above myself. You should never get above yourself. Never. It can only lead to disaster. And this is not so easy, actually. It probably should have been easy, but not the way I'm playing it. Okay, now I'm feeling much more confident, because my knight can come out. And it seems to me like this should be a clear piece. Let's just stop his pieces coming into the position. He's got one more threat move. Not going to work. Not going to work on my watch. Okay, I'm just going to go for, yeah, that was a very clever move, I have to say. But I am a piece up, so if I don't end up winning this one, I'm a complete and utter wally. Complete and utter wally. So we want to make exchange, and look, I'm like an hour up on the clock or something. Piece up, hour up. What more up do I want? Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end it there. I'm planning to do a little stream, but maybe I'll do the stream before this video actually goes up, because this video is going up, what day is it today? It's Tuesday. I'm going to put this video up on Wednesday, and yeah, so I probably won't be around on Wednesday. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Some interesting games there, I think. That last game was a lot of fun, probably totally unsound. We can check what the computer says, but if you checked any of Morphy's or Marshall's games on the computer, I'm sure the computer would say they're both idiots. I'm sure. I'm not going to check, because it'll tell me I'm an idiot. So can I get to 2800 one day? Who knows? Time will tell. But I think I'm playing a bit better nowadays, which is good. So thank you for watching, and cheers, and I'll see you all for another video very shortly.